You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Ridge Review.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Nick Ortiz, and you're watching the Ridge Review. There are plenty of positive things going on. Mod and SWAT give off that vibe every year. Fisher Puerta reports.
All right, so the Mod and SWAT squad have been around for about 10, 12 years at this point in time, and really the goal of it was to create an inclusive environment for everybody in our school. We know that cliques exist within a school, and so what we basically did was we tried to get the leaders of each of the individualized cliques, whether it's football, whether it's band or theater, choir, just academic students. We tried to pull leaders from each one of those sections in order to create a leadership panel that can be representative of the different groups within Dakota Ridge so that we can work on ensuring that everybody feels included in some way, shape, or form. Some of the things that we've done, we do the music in the front hallway where normally it's a Friday hug session, or this year we're handing out candy. And so we just want to try and make it a fun environment here at Dakota Ridge. Make sure that when people walk in, they have a good vibe coming in, and that they know school's kind of a fun and an enjoyable place to be. And so we've also done some things where we walk through the lunchrooms to try and ensure that nobody's sitting alone at lunch, or walking through the hallways, ensuring that if people are sitting by themselves, that we just kind of give them a nice hello, make them feel welcome, let them know that they've got a friendly face.
Take that positivity home and watch a positive, well, maybe not so positive show.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I know I've been doing that whole movie from each decade since the beginning of the year, and I do still plan on finishing that by the end of the year, which is crazy to think is only a couple months away. But I thought I could take a break and review on something a little different. Now, I've done movies, so I thought, why not bring you a TV show to go off of? And the TV show that I brilliantly selected to do in school is Breaking Bad. Widely considered one of the greatest TV shows of all time, it shows. I'm probably going to give you your normal review on this, acting, script, then I'll probably rank the seasons or something. Now I'm going to give you a brief rundown of the show without spoiling it for you, because I really do hope that you go watch it. Now, trying to explain the show in school is like walking through a minefield, so I'm going to be very careful with what I say here. The show follows Walter White, a normal family man and brilliant chemist. When Walter is diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, he fears leaving his family in massive debt. Now, I just want to clarify that you should not do this. You don't do it. Walter solves this problem by making and selling drugs to provide for his family after he is gone. Now I repeat, don't do it. Go to college. He teams up with one of his former students to execute this plan. The show follows the people and enemies that they meet and how they deal with them, as well as how this new life transforms Walter. Bryan Cranston's portrayal of Walter White is considered by many, as well as yours truly, as the greatest acting performance ever done. And Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman is single-handedly the greatest character ever. You cannot change my mind. But they're not the only ones. Dean Norris, who plays Walt's DEA agent brother-in-law, is phenomenal. And dude, don't even get me started on Giancarlo Esposito. He's such a talented actor and was the perfect choice for one of the series' main villains. He's also in this little show, I don't know if you've heard of it. The show was created by Vince Gilligan. He had worked on The X-Files a few years prior. But Gilligan wasn't the only one who made the show so iconic. His team of writers and other producers would help him make the story the best it could possibly be. Everything from the iconic opening to the little moments that make up the show is what makes it so perfect. But the little moments in the show, that's what I think make it so iconic. I can't really explain what they are because that would give up the surprise of them, but you just gotta trust me when I say that this show is totally unpredictable. Like I said, it's the little moments that make the show so iconic. But it's not only that, it's the setting too. I think New Mexico was a perfect setting. Not only does it give us beautiful cinematography, but it also gives that small town vibe. Characters throughout the show and even the spin-off, Better Call Saul, are all connected or have some interactions with one another. The feeling that everyone has some idea of each other adds to the tension. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my best to rank all 5 seasons without saying too much. Do keep in mind though, I don't think any of the seasons in this show are bad, I just like some more than others. So my least favorite seasons probably have to be season 2. If you've seen the show, this probably makes sense, but if not, I'll try and explain it. So while season 1 was really short, it was really good, but season 2 just feels slow to me. Some plot points just seem unnecessary, like Skylar and her sister stealing stuff and all of this. And besides it getting slow at points, it's really good. Tuco had a great introduction in season 1, and he was even better in season 2. Bryan Cranston really begins to show the transformation from Walter White to Heisenberg, and he does it perfectly. Alright, so following that at the number 4 spot, I gotta give it to season 1. It consists of 7 episodes, each about 45 minutes. The reason I put this one ahead of season 2 is because I think it flows as a really good introduction to the show. The pilot serves as a great introduction to this show, as well as all the episodes coming after it. The episodes just flow really well into one another, which makes it hard to not binge the entire season. Overall, it's really good, and I do think it's better than season 2. Following this one at the number 3 spot, we got season 3. Season 3 is really where the show starts to pick up. While 1 was an introduction and 2 was exploring the world that this show is in, 3 throws us deeper into it. With introductions to the characters like the cousins and exploring more about Gus, it's perfect. This season has some of my favorite episodes, like Sunset and 1 Minute. Overall, the season serves perfectly. It keeps the story flowing while keeping things interesting and giving you those no-way moments. Following season 3, I would have to put season 5. Season 5 would be the final season, although the first and second half would be split a year apart. I'm still doing my best to not spoil it, but I think this show has a perfect ending. Everything in the last 2 seasons, you can see how it has built up to the end. It's almost impossible to stop watching the second half because every episode just keeps you going. This season also holds what is said to be the greatest episode in TV history, Ozymandias. It was directed by Rian Johnson, who also did The Last Jedi, and I know y'all love that so much. I can't get into it too much because there are massive spoilers, and you just gotta watch it for yourself. And the best season is probably season 4, which if you've seen the show isn't a big surprise. Season 3 ends on a cliffhanger, and from the beginning of season 4 to the end, you're on the edge of your seat. Gus Fring was really well developed in the last season, and in this one, he's just a great bad guy. He is good at being a bad guy who's also very professional, and he just has to be one of the most unique characters I've ever seen. The episodes like Hermanos, Salud have to be top 10. The ending to Crawl Space single-handedly makes Bryan Cranston deserve the Emmy. And this season has my favorite episode, which is Face Off. I don't want to say anything because you just have to experience it for yourself to know what I'm talking about. But I will say, it has the best moment in the series, no doubt. So that's all for it. Given that I've watched the show 2 times, I think it's safe to say I can give it a 10 out of 10. So please watch the show, and if you ever want to talk about it, hit me up. But really do watch it, trust me, I promise you won't be disappointed. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, so be safe, and hopefully I'll see you in person soon.
That's all for today, Eagles. Be sure to visit the Cord News website and DRH's homepage for more D-Ridge news. And we'll see you next time.